What's up, physical media collectors and those of you who love movies? I just want to make this short little video and give you guys an update and let you know the future direction of this channel and what it's going to be about. In the past, I've talked about a plethora of different subject matters. I've talked about controversial conspiracy theories. I've talked about cults, politics. I had a little vlog going for a while, and I even talked about stopping smoking weed. However, I think I want to make this channel about collecting physical media and movies, and maybe some music here and there. I might talk about some CDs and stuff every once in a while. In the past, not too long ago, I did a Metallica album ranking where I ranked the studio albums from worst to best, in my opinion. So, I mean, if I feel like it, I might do something like that. I might do like a Slayer ranking, maybe a Testament ranking of all their CDs. But who knows? My main love is movies. I think I know a little bit more about movies than I do music, so I think it'd be best if I stuck with the movies for the most part. But yeah, I really enjoy collecting movies. I've been collecting movies on DVD since 1998. When I used to work at Best Buy, and I got one of the very first DVD players that ever came out. I mean, I remember when those came out, I was like, oh, what is this? I got to get it. I mean, because before that, I was a big VHS collector, going all the way back to the late 80s. The first VHS tape I ever got was I remember I was in 4th grade, it was my birthday, and my mom bought me Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, which I still love that movie. I still love it. It's a good movie. But I used to have a bunch of VHS tapes, and part of me wishes I still had those just for nostalgia. However, another part of me does not really mind that they're gone because those things take up a ton of room. I mean, I had like a whole cabinet full of VHS. I had a bunch of them. And I know I'd never watch them. I mean, I'm not trying to be kind and rewind and all that kind of stuff. So when DVDs came out, man, I fell in love. So from like 1998 to I'd say probably 2004, I was buying everything. I was buying everything that came out. I was buying all my favorite old movies. I mean, I was spending, geez, like $400 to $500 a month on new DVDs and stuff. So I got a lot of the early prints of DVDs. I got a ton of the Snapcase DVDs, which are these. These are old school. These ones that snap open. And down the road, I might do a video where I talk about all my Snapcase movies. Can't go wrong with Cobra. I love that movie. But yeah, so I've got quite a few old school movies. I mean, I was still pretty big into movies after 2004. It's just I wasn't buying as many. I wasn't buying, $100 worth of movies every week. I mean, I used to wait until, the new releases came out on Tuesday, and then I would take my break at work right there so I could be at Best Buy at 10 o'clock in the morning when they opened, and boom, I was just picking up everything. So like I said, I got a lot of early DVDs when they first came out. Some of those are not even in print anymore. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking about movies on this channel for the most part. And I know if you're going to have a channel on YouTube where you talk about physical media and movies, you have to have all your movies in the background behind you. That's like, you have to do that. Like if you don't have all your movies behind you, your channel is probably going to crash and burn. And to be honest, I did try to record a video earlier where I had all my movies behind me, but the lighting wasn't working. I didn't like anything about it. I know maybe this isn't the best background here, but this is so much easier to record from. I got my nice little chair. I got my backlight right there. Got my GoPro mounted. So this is probably where I'm going to be doing the majority of the videos from. It's an easier setup for me. Like I said, I mean, if I could get the situation correct where I could have all my movies behind me, I might do that. But like I said, it just wasn't working. But I got quite a few. I think what I want to do now is upgrade everything to Blu-ray. Not everything, but my favorite movies. And then I also want to get maybe other stuff on Blu-ray that I don't have on DVD. So I'm really going to try and build up my Blu-ray collection. because I think Blu-ray is a fantastic media. I mean, it's got excellent picture. It's got good sound. You really can't go wrong with Blu-rays, and they're not that expensive because these 4Ks have came out, and I think those have pushed the price of the Blu-rays down a little bit. I could be wrong about that, but I just feel like they're not as expensive as they used to be. So, I mean, that's pretty much why I didn't collect them earlier, is because they were so expensive. I mean, they were like $25, $30 for a movie. Now they're really not that much. I mean, some of them are. If you want to get some harder to find things, you're going to have to pay 20, 30 bucks a movie. But for the most part, I mean, you can get a whole set of movies for $25 to $35 now. Like a whole, like, the whole Die Hard set or something like that. You can probably pick that up for under $35. So it's awesome. I love Blu-rays. I've got a ton of them on the way that I've ordered from Amazon and Barnes and Noble and other places. I've got a ton of them coming. So once all those come in, I'm going to do a video where I talk about my new pickups. And yeah, and I also like to go out into the wild and hunt DVDs out in the wild. Just kidding. I think that sounds so goofy. It just, it's like, it's not that cool. I mean, you're not out in the wild hunting anything. You're in an air-conditioned store shopping. I know you want to sound cool, like, oh, I was out in the wild. Look what I picked up out in the wild. But really, I mean, you were just shopping along with all the other people in the store. You were. So I promise I'm not going to talk about hunting Blu-rays or DVDs out in the wild unless I'm making fun of it. Okay. And already I probably lost people right there. You're like, dude, to hell with you, man. I love going out into the wild and hunting DVDs and Blu-rays. That's what I live for. I live for hunting out in the wild. Okay, I got you. And I'm probably also going to lose subscribers from this video because there might be people that are subscribed to my channel that don't want to hear me talk about movies or music. They may have subscribed because of one of the previous subject matters that I was talking about. So, I mean, that's totally cool. This is probably a video where I'm going to lose more subscribers than I'm going to gain. And that's fine. It is what it is. I don't expect to be a giant channel. Okay, I'm not as polished as some of these other physical media collector guys. I don't have as big of a collection. I mean, some of these people out there, they buy every single movie that they've ever heard of. I'm like, why are you buying that? Like, you're actually going to sit and watch that movie? Like, but anyways, so this is going to be a video about movies, pretty much about DVDs and Blu-rays. Like I said, I'm not getting into the 4K game. I think the 4Ks are I don't think they're going to be around long. It's such a niche thing. I mean, you've got to have so much money to even get into that. I don't think a lot of people are that serious about their movies. I mean, you got your hardcore collectors that are, quality snobs, and they want the best thing. They want to see every pimple on your face and stuff like that when they're watching the movie. However, I mean, Blu-ray is damn good. Blu-ray is good. 4K, I'm just not getting into it. I've heard where the discs don't play that well. Not to mention you have to have a 4K TV. You got to have a 4K player. And then you got to spend like $30 to $50 per movie to get them on 4K, which is insane. Like I'm more about watching the actual movie and enjoying the movie. Yeah, sure, it's fun to collect them, but I'm not trying to go out and buy something just because I think it's going to be worth a lot as a collector's item. If I don't plan on watching that movie, I'm not going to buy it. It's just not worth it to me. I want movies that I can enjoy. So everything that I buy, I'm going to watch eventually. I mean, I can't watch them all at the same time, but eventually I'm going to watch everything that I got. So like I said, I got a bunch of movies coming in. I got a bunch on my wish list that are going to be real hard to get because I'm an 80s child. I love 80s movies and like early 90s. There was some good stuff in the early 2000s as well, but like 80s to mid 90s, that's what I'm about. Those are my favorite movies. They just don't make movies like that anymore. So that's what I'm going to be trying to collect are my favorite movies from that time period for the most part. I mean, if something new comes out that's good, I'll probably pick it up. Like the Sisu movies. Amazing. I was at Walmart a couple months ago and I was going through their $5 bin and I picked up Sisu. I had no idea what it was about. But it said, something about being grotesque and violent on the front. And then I read the back and it talked about Nazis taking this guy's gold and how he wanted it back. And I was like, dude, that's it. I'm sold. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to pick it up for $5. And that ended up being the best movie I've seen in the past 10 years. No joke. So since then, I bought it on Blu-ray. I bought the sequel on Blu-ray. So I got both of those, and I love them. They're both great movies, just fun. I mean, to me, that's what a movie is all about. You can't take it too seriously. You just got to enjoy it. So I like to collect mainly fantasy, sci-fi, horror, and action, with some comedy in there too. I mean, dramas. I'm really not a big drama person. I know they're good movies when I actually sit down and watch them. It's just that's not something I reach for. When I'm going to pick out a movie to watch, I don't reach for Schindler's List or something. I'm not trying to sit through that. Even though it's a great movie. Well done. I've got it in the collection. It's just not something I go for. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking mainly about movies with maybe some music every now and then. I've already got another channel, which I've been spending the majority of my time and effort on. This was kind of like my fun channel. I just would talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. But my other channel is a hiking channel. And I've been building that up for the past eight years or so, going on 9 years. And I mean, it's not a huge channel, but for a hiking channel, it's pretty good. Okay, I get recognized all the time out on the trails. People know who I am. So it's cool. For what it is, it's cool. But again, it's real niche. My hiking channel is not going to appeal to the mainstream audience. It's just not. They're not going to be, unless you're really into hiking and Rocky Mountain National Park and knowing about all the different trails and stuff. It's not going to be the channel for you. However, hiking and movies are my two favorite things in life. So I think that's what I'm going to make my two channels about. So I got my main hiking channel, and then I'm going to have my movie channel where I talk about, new pickups, movies that are in my collection, different aspects of collecting. And I might even do an in-depth movie review on something if I feel like it. But it's going to be mainly about movies. So I understand if that's not what you want to hear about. I totally get it. I totally get it if you want to unsubscribe from the channel. So it is what it is, guys. That's what I'm going to be talking about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until the next one, y'all, peace.